Whether you want to quit smoking, quit watching porn, quit gaming, or just want to stop biting your nails, it all comes down to one thing, namely your habits. In the book The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, he not only explains how you can stop bad habits, but also how you can form new healthy ones. And I will show you how in this video. And you will also learn why we have habits in the first place, how to identify the triggers of your habits, how to change a bad habit into a good one, and at the end of this video I will give you an additional tip that will help you to make habits stick. All habits can be broken down into 3-step processes. A habit is triggered by a cue, which then leads to a routine, and at the end of the routine is always a reward. This is true for every habit. Just think of smoking or drinking. There is a cue, for example feeling stressed. There is a routine like buying and smoking cigarettes, or opening and drinking a bottle of liquor. And a reward, a shot of dopamine that your brain releases. And this works exactly the same way for good habits. If you have a habit of running a couple of times a week, there is a cue that you see your running shoes. There is your routine that you go running. And there is a reward like reaching the runner's high or feeling good afterward. Most of what we do every day are habits. In 2005, the National Science Foundation published an amazing article regarding research about human thoughts per day. They found that the average person has about 12 to 60,000 thoughts per day, and 95% are exactly the same repetitive thoughts as the day before. So we really are creatures of habit. And by the way, the study also found that 80% of your thoughts are negative thoughts. And if you struggle with negative thoughts or find yourself worrying about your future a lot, consider to watch my review of the book How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. You can find a link in the description. So if your today's behavior varies from yesterday's behavior, it is often just because you were presented with different cues and fell into another routine of yours. That's completely normal because your brain does form habits for almost everything. It is an energy saving tool because once your brain forms a habit, you no longer have to think about each and every step to get your reward. Your brain just goes into autopilot mode and does it for you. The only problem is that your unconscious mind will form these habits for you, but doesn't know if it is a good or bad habit. It just forms these habits because, hey, at the end you will get a shot of dopamine, no matter if the habit is running or eating junk food. So it's very important for you guys to know that a habit doesn't start until it gets triggered. So watch yourself like a hawk and try to think of all possible cues that trigger your bad habits. Writing them down in a journal can also help immensely. For example, it is a very bad idea to watch a review of a new computer game if you want to stop gaming. Or to just check the latest electronics if you want to stop spending too much money. Or to watch a cooking show if you're on a diet. Or to have a sexy wallpaper background if you want to quit porn. You get the idea. So to make finding your cues easier for you, remember that all cues fall into one of 5 different categories. Location, walking past a fast food store. Time, drinking an after-work beer. Emotional state, I'm sad, therefore I eat something unhealthy. Actions of others, your colleague taking a cigarette break. Or an immediately preceding action, like waking up and drinking a coffee. It is important to find all your triggers, good and bad, and surround yourself with cues that trigger good habits. And of course, try to avoid bad ones. If you already got some ideas how to replace your old bad habits with healthier ones, write me a comment, I would love to hear about it. Personally, I get by far the best results if I combine the ideas in this video with an accountability/motivation technique, which I also have a video about. And if you have a couple of bad habits already, it is important to know that you cannot simply quit them, but that you can change them into healthy habits. Try to change the middle part of your habit, the routine. Replace a bad routine with a good one. For example, if you want to stop eating snacks at work, you first need to find the cue and the reward. This can be a little tricky because the reward sometimes isn't what you think it is. Let's say you're always taking a break in the afternoon and your routine is to go to the cafeteria and eat a sweet sugary snack. You may think the reward is a taste of the snack, but it could also be that you worked for many hours and your body just needs a break. Or that you work mostly on your own and that your mind needs to socialize. Or maybe that your body unconsciously memorized that your boss is often in a bad mood and goes through the office at that time. And that your unconscious mind just tries to avoid him to feel safe. So maybe this isn't about the snack. If you keep a journal, watch yourself carefully and test different routines, you will quickly learn what the real reward your mind is craving is. And if you found the reward, you will have a much easier time to find a better, healthier routine that will also fulfill your need. As an additional tip, try to only change one habit per month, because changing habits and rewiring yourself is very exhausting and stressful for your brain. If you change only one habit every month, it will be much more likely to make your new habit stick. And imagine where you will be in 5 years from now if you successfully change one habit every month. So guys, leave me a comment what you think about The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and make sure to watch my other video about artificial motivation. Thanks a lot for watching guys, like and subscribe for more, and see you on Minionnomore.